Hi guys, Zap here. I have Sony Xperia 5 Mark II right here. I'll do a super quick unboxing and then I'll show a bunch of photos and videos I take with Sony Xperia 5 Mark II, and then I'll wrap it up by playing Fortnite on this device. All right, let's do it. All right, so this is Sony Xperia 5 Mark II. This is the US retail version. It's offered at $950, made in Thailand. And just to note, this is one of the very few phones sold in the US that supports dual SIM. Let's check what's inside the box. Papers. They include the charger. This is the 18-watt charger. USB Type-C cable. Oh wow, they include 3.5mm earphones. That's very nice. All right, now let's check the phone itself. This is how it looks. So this is how the back looks. Now in the US, this is only available in black color. Let's check the buttons. This is a volume rocker. This is the fingerprint integrated power button. It's still tactile. There are two additional buttons here. This is the camera button, and I believe this is the Google Assistant button. On the left-hand side, this is the flap for the SIM tray. Pull it out. So I see here, this is a dual SIM model. This is SIM 1 here, so you can pop a SIM card here. And over here it says SD, the micro SD card goes in here, but at the same time, it says SIM 2 here. Yeah, it doesn't look like you can use micro SD card if you happen to use a second SIM. It's just, there's not that much space here, just so you know. 3.5mm headphone jack, top microphone, top speaker, and bottom speaker here. USB Type-C charging port, bottom microphone. This has water resistant rating. It's IP68. It'll survive underwater for 30 minutes in 1.5 meters deep in a controlled environment. Battery size is 4000 milliamp. Weight is 162 grams. How much is 162 grams? And 162 grams is about the same weight as 6 AA batteries and 1 quadruple A battery. 161 grams. So you have an idea. Okay, let me get this started and I'll come right back. So the phone is all set up now. The chip inside is Snapdragon 865, which is not the latest, but it's plenty powerful. Screen is 6-inch diagonal, 20:9 aspect ratio, FHD plus, and it's OLED. And what's special about this panel is it's capable of doing 120 Hz refresh rate. Camera, it's got triple lens. Each is 12 megapixel resolution. For photos, 3x optical zoom and 3x digital zoom are available. And for video, OIS is available for the telephoto and the main lens, but OIS is not available for the ultra-wide lens. The lack of OIS for ultra-wide is actually pretty common in just about any smartphones. And when you use the main lens, it can shoot slow-mo in 4K at 120 FPS, but it will require you use their proprietary camera app that comes installed on the phone. The front camera is here, it's 8 megapixel resolution. Now, before I show you the photos and video samples, I want to go into the settings. I just want to check the language options. Go to settings, system, languages and inputs, languages, add language. Here you can see they included a bunch of different languages here. So that's very nice. Okay, now I want to go back to the display. Now you can see there's a menu here that says high refresh rate. It says set the refresh rate to 120 Hz for a smoother display. Now it's off by default, so you just have to tap it to turn it on. Now the 120 Hz refresh rate, it's not applicable to all the apps that you have on your phone. It really depends on if the app developer support 120 Hz for that app. For the apps that comes pre-installed on your phone, it generally supports 120 Hz refresh rate. And this is Chrome, and I'm just checking Amazon website, and this is very smooth. Is this a necessity over 60 Hz refresh rate? No. But it's just, it's nice to have. This US retail version is running on Android 10 at this moment, and it's basically very stock. It's very similar to how the Android operates on Google's Pixel lines. And what you see here is all the apps that came pre-installed on this US retail unit. As you can see, it's not many. Now they have two camera apps. This is the regular or standard camera app. And here you see Photo Pro. This is the Sony's proprietary photo app. Just type on standard app. So this is how the standard camera app looks. All right, let's get out of here. Let me tap on the Photo Pro app that comes pre-installed. Now in this mode, you can tweak all kinds of different things in here. And just like they have a proprietary app for the photos, they also have the proprietary software for the videos. It's called Cinema Pro. Let me tap on this. That's how that looks. All right, let me get out of here quickly. And also they have this multi-switch icon here. If I tap on this, now this app allows you launch a combination of two apps that you want to use for multi-window. For example, if you tap on YouTube in Chrome, which is right here, then it'll automatically open YouTube on the top and Chrome on the bottom. This really allows you to take advantage of this 21:9 wide screen. And this method for multi-window is really one of the most clever, easiest way to utilize multi-window capability on Android phones. Okay, now let's check some photos and videos. I just wanted to tell you that all the photos and videos I took and presented in this video are taken using the standard camera app. I did not use Photo Pro app or their Cinema Pro app. I do plan on uploading the 4K video footage, which I do use the Cinema Pro app. So in case you're curious, please come back and check it out. Alright guys, before I play Fortnite on this device, I wanted to show you guys this game enhancer app that comes pre-installed on Xperia 5 Mark II. Let me tap on this. When you start a game, you'll see this floating icon appear, and you tap on it, and then you see the menu that allows you to customize your game experience. For example, if you tap here where it says game mode, you tap on here, and then you get to choose if you prefer performance over battery life or balanced, or battery life preferred over performance, or custom. If you tap on custom, you can customize many game enhancing features that you just don't have control on other phones. For example, if you see here, screen refresh rate, and you can toggle these 40, 60, 120, and 240. I'll keep it at 60 max for now. In Fortnite, they don't give us the refresh rate higher than 30 frames per second anyway. If you go down, then touch response speed. A higher value provides faster touch response. So if you play games with the touch control on the screen, you can toggle it high, and that'll allow you to have a faster response time. So that's a nice feature, and you don't see this feature often on other devices. And lastly, it says touch tracking. It says a higher value provides a more accurate touch input. So for the games that require precision of your finger movement on the screen, this might help. For now, I'll just keep it in the middle. And let's go back to the game enhancer. If you tap on focus settings, I haven't seen this myself, release RAM, so it'll provide more RAM for the gameplay. You can toggle on hide notifications so that you won't get bothered when someone gives you mails or short messages. So that's the game enhancer app that comes pre-installed on Xperia 5 Mark II. All right, now let's start the game. All right, so Fortnite is up and running on Xperia 5 Mark II. Let me go into the settings first. Now, as you can see, although Sony Xperia 5 Mark II is capable of pushing the screen refresh rate up to 120 frames per second, Fortnite by default only gives you a choice of between 20 or 30 FPS, and this stays the same even if you go to quality presets. Right now it's set to epic by default, to low, hit apply, and then go to 3D resolution. Right now it's set at 75% by default. I'll reduce that to 37%, that's the lowest it can go, and hit apply. The game still does not give you a higher frames per second. Highest you can get at this time is 30 frames per second. So I'll play at 30 frames per second. Let me get back to the quality presets. I'll bring it back to epic, and I'll also get the 3D resolution back to 75% because that was the default. All right, hit apply. The volume, it's set to max. I can say, it's audible, but I would highly recommend you use a pair of earphones or a headset because the speakers on this phone are not the greatest. The sound is clear, it's just the volume is not very loud. So it's very nice that Sony decided to include 3.5mm headphone jack on Sony Xperia 5 Mark II. All right, let's play. So here on the upper right hand corner, you can see the frame rate. Right now, it says 29 down, 30 up, or 30 frames per second. Okay, it feels smooth. There's no hiccups so far. Again, this device is running on Snapdragon 865. Okay, I'm gonna jump off here. I don't see many frame rate drop. Usually the frame rate drops greatly right after you jump off the bus. I see 19 right now, 28. So it went down to 19, but it went up to 28, now 29 very quickly. No problem there. Okay. Nice. I need that. All right. Now this 21 by 9 wide display hasn't really affected me in negative way. Large blast. Got him. All right. Not bad. So the game seems to run pretty smooth on Sony Xperia 5 Mark II. And we have to take a note that this display is FHD plus, is 1080 plus some extra pixels. So it's not the most pixel dense device out there. And it's working fine. This video is just to show you how this device is able to run Fortnite. And so far, I'm liking it. I haven't experienced any hiccups. That's pretty incredible. The frame rate is kept around 30. That's pretty impressive. Do you guys use this at all? I try to use this whenever possible. I just like this warp speed. Oh, someone's shooting at me? I don't know from where, I can't see. Okay. Where is he? There. Got him, yes. I mean, it's hard to see, but... And this game is totally playable on this 6.1 inch Sony Xperia 5 Mark II. It's very nice. No hiccups, no stutter. I'm impressed. Man, I hear gunshots all over the place. I don't know where they are. I should have kept the foot mark indicator. You know, I turned it off just so that it will be easier for you guys to see the game screen. But perhaps I should go back to the settings and then turn it back on. Otherwise, I can't, like, I'm not wearing a pair of headphones or earphones. Oh, there. Ouch. That hurt. Oh, man. Oh, he got me. Man. Okay, well. So that's that. I was just so focused that I didn't say anything much, but yeah, I'm impressed. Fortnite is totally playable on Sony Xperia 5 Mark II. I'm just happy to see the technology advancement that you could play this type of like 3D intensive game on such a small device so smoothly. So that's that. All right, let's get back. Right, we're back. So Sony is aware that their market share in the US is almost non-existent. They seem to just focus on a particular type of customers. And these people are familiar with Sony branding, probably through other Sony products, say their mirrorless full-size cameras, sound systems, or whatever else they make. This phone right here is $950 before tax. It's expensive. There are other smartphones that offer similar specs, if not better, at this price level. I'm not here to bash Sony's corporate strategies. Just because Sony makes camera sensors doesn't mean Sony's mobile division automatically get a family discount on components made in-house. You know, given the fact Sony sells so little in the US at least, perhaps they have no choice but to set the retail price high to achieve whatever their target profit margin is. Anyways, for the photos, using the standard camera app, you can take some decent photos, if not the best. And for the videos, for the main camera sensor at least, it has a pretty good stabilization, utilizing the digital stabilization and OIS. Now, about the standard camera app, it works fine, but it doesn't have a dedicated night sight or night mode that you find in other phones, say Google Pixel or iPhones. And please don't get me wrong, it can take some decent shots at night. But Sony seems to be doing a completely opposite approach to what Google or Apple have been pushing with their phones. You know, Google and Apple, they try to automate everything to get you great looking photos. So all you have to do is just start on camera app, tap, shoot, and bam, you have great looking photos, even at night. But when it comes to Xperia 5 Mark II, you really have to go into the settings and tinker with the settings every time you take a shot if you want a particular color preference, particular exposure. Now that being said, if you happen to love taking photos and enjoy tinkering with settings and shooting modes, this one's like a hidden gem. Now, when it comes to gaming, you saw how Fortnite ran on Xperia 5 Mark II. Snapdragon 865 handles very well. There's no stutter or no freeze. Great experience. I'll be uploading 4K video footages I record with this Xperia 5 Mark II, and I'll be using Cinema Pro to do that. So in case you're wondering what that looked like, please come back and check it out. Now, I just wanted to thank everybody who had subscribed to my channel. I started my channel sometime last year, and I've been trying to pump out as many videos as I can, and as long as I can do that financially, I'll continue to do that. So, Happy New Year, everybody, and hope to see you all soon. Thanks.